Hi guys, it is Katie and I am here at my reborning station. I am going to do some skin tone layers on this sweet little Tate baby. This is Joanne's little crybaby. It's coming along great. Now I am just working up his skin tone, his or her skin tone layers. She wants a Spanish skin tone, so I did a few layers of Caucasian, and then like I said, you guys know I don't just go with one skin tone, and I make my own skin tones. She wants a Spanish skin tone, so I'm going to do a few of the darker layers. Now, this looks dark in the pan, but it does not go that dark because it's very translucent. When using heat set paints, you have to build your layers slowly and thinly. You don't ever want to use too much paint, which you guys mostly know that. But anyway, so yeah, we are going to do skin tone layers on this sweet little crybaby. And he is a little more than half finished. He's got his veining, his mottling, he's got his little scratches. She wanted a little scratch right here, and by his nose he has a little stork bite. And he or she, I can't remember if she wants a girl or a boy. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Put some hand sanitizer on, which I already put some on a little while ago, but I like to make sure. I've always done this even before all this corona stuff, just because it's good to make sure, you know. Alright, and then gloves. You got to make sure the hand sanitizer dries before you go touching the painted baby, because sanitizer may take the paint off because there's alcohol in it. I'm not sure if it would or not really, but I'm not going to take any chances either. So let me get my gloves on, and then we will start on darker skin tone for this sweet, sweet little crybaby. This is a sold out baby. You can't get this baby anymore. And he's a little crybaby, little crying guy, which I love. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so I still got to do his mouth, inside his mouth and his tongue and his lips, which I will get to, but he is looking super cute. I do have my very bright light on. Here's my regular light. But he is so cute, and he's coming along great. So yeah, we're going to do a skin tone layer and see if we can get his skin a little more Spanish looking. And you'll see after this, it looks dark here, but it won't make the baby this dark, I promise. It's kind of, if you don't paint, it's kind of hard to, you know, it looks like you'd be putting a way darker layer on, but it don't end up as dark as it looks in the pan. But yeah, I haven't done a painting video in a while, so I figured why not, and his or her mommy can see how it's coming along. Actually, the rest of this baby will not take me that long. So yeah, this baby, and this is going to be a little baldy, so he's got some very nice veining and details, and he's got all the little capillaries and all of that good stuff. And yeah, so now I'm going to just take another brush and just go. I check the creases many times. I cannot stress that enough. When you're reborning, you have to check the creases a lot. Go over them more, you know, because if you miss just a little bit, it's going to make the baby not look as good. So I check at least 3 times before I bake. And I always just, and I'm not rubbing the paint completely off by doing this. I'm just dabbing to make sure there's not extra or excess in any of the creases, and I'm making sure it didn't get down into the mouth and all of that. Then I take the sponge and do the dabbing. We all do it differently. Some people put the paint right on the sponge and do the dabbing. I find that just creates, I just don't like that way. I used to do it that way. I think that creates more places where there is too much paint. So I don't do it that way. But like I said, reborning, we all find our own ways to do it. And that is completely okay. But see, it didn't make, you know, and once this baby is baked, it will be even lighter than what's on him right now. I'm probably going to do 2 coats of this color. And then I'm going to do 1 coat of my Asian yellowing tint color, because this baby's mommy let me know that she liked that. So after I do a couple coats of this color, I will do a little bit of that color, and that just gives it a little bit of a yellow tint. And I'm pretty sure she emailed me and said she liked that, so I'll have to go back and check before I do it, but I'm pretty sure that was her. So that's what I will do. All right, so there we go. Now I'm gonna sit this over in here while I do the limbs. Okay, where's my, here we go. And it's basically the same with the limbs. Just put it on there and then go over the creases very well. And I will check the creases again before I bake. After it flashes, after the paint dries, I will check the creases again before I bake it. Okay, dry brush, and then go over, just very slightly, just go over the creases. You don't want to do it hard, because you don't want to take all of the paint that you put on there off, because then it just won't have paint there. Just want to do it very gently and take, you know, just take anything off that's too much. And then dab. Dab until you can't dab no more. Yeah, this baby don't got much more. Just I gotta build up the rest of the skin tone, do the lips and the mouth, do blushing, and then the nail tip. So actually, we're about, after I get the skin tone done, we're about 3/4 of the way there. Alright, I'm gonna lay that there to dry. Next leg. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 2 coats of this and then 1 or 2 coats of my Asian skin. Well, I'm gonna go check and make sure that was her. I'm pretty sure that was her. And do a couple coats of that and then start working on the last stuff I need to do. So yeah, this baby, it won't be long, and this baby will be headed out home. Yeah, when I go through the creases, I'm just like rubbing it through just a little, but enough to make sure there's nothing down in there. And then I let it dry and go back and look, and if there's anything in there, I get it out and then re-dab it and then bake. Ooh, it's hot in my house. Alright, little hands and arms. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through me baking because you guys know that takes a lot of time. It's got to bake and then dry. Well, it's got to dry first and then bake and then cool down before I could do another layer. I always work on another baby while I'm waiting. But I'm not going to do that in that video. I'm probably just going to, since I can put videos together now, I'll probably just come back after the baby is cooled and work on the next layer and go from there. Okay. Alright, one more arm and then we're going to go back and check the creases. Oh, I just put the wrong brush in, so I am going to have to grab another brush because I accidentally got both of them in the paint. I use a dry brush to go into the creases to make sure there's nothing in there. That's just my preference. We all do it differently, and that's okay. Alright, dry brush into the creases. Gently. Not too hard because you don't want to take it all off there. Excuse me. It's really hot in my house. It's actually starting to get really nice out. The weather's very nice. I sat outside for a little while earlier and sat in the fresh air, but it started to get too hot. You're not supposed to, with MS, you're not supposed to get really, really hot, which is going to drive me crazy because I love summertime. I love going swimming and doing stuff like that. But, you know. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the head and take a look in the ears and the creases really good. Make sure there's no paint in the mouth. And then if I do go back and like take some paint off with the, it takes some, like if there's pooling and I take it away, I do pat it again just to put that skin looking texture back on there. Even though this is not the last layer, it still builds it up. Okay. The head is good. Let's see about the legs. Looks good. Looks good. And these are not completely dry yet, but I can still pretty much see. And yeah, I'm gonna have to wait a few more minutes to wait till this flashes and check again before I bake. So I will be right back, you guys. Okay guys, I am back. The baby has baked and I am just pulling him or her out of the oven. Here is the baby, still a little bit hot. I think I came back a little too soon. I thought it was going to be cooled down more, but it's not. That's how it goes. It takes a very long time to paint these babies, especially heat set paint, because you do have to wait till it dries, and then you have to bake it, and then you have to wait till it cools down. So it does take a long time, and this video is already almost 15 minutes. So I think I'm just going to leave it there for now with this video. I am going to go live soon to do some painting. But yeah, this baby's still a little bit too hot for me to do the next layer. If I was to paint the next layer right now while it's still hot, it would, if I would put paint on it, it would dry down right then, and it would dry down however you put it on there, and it would look horrible. So I am going to end this video here. But I am going to go live soon and do some longer painting videos to show you guys how to do things. I really, really want to get back to doing that. So yeah, but here is the sweet little guy. He is coming along. So adorable. This light is, it's so hard to, because of the, there. You can see him without my really bright light on. I can't remember. I think she wants this a boy, but I'm not 100% for sure on that. But sweet little Tate. So yeah, I will be back with live painting videos soon. Longer ones to where we can chat. And yeah, so that is all for now, guys. I'm going to wait till he cools a little more and then do some more layers. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.